Look at this, like, these are numbers I can't even count to without taking my shoes off. Like, absolutely some of the best players in the world. And I don't think that we're going to be surprised by a whole lot of these early bans because obviously they're both very familiar with each other.
Yeah, I mean, how to play, it's pretty much like just by points, 2.5 times of an average person. So if you put together 2.5 average, some of those were players together, you will create a how to play. And that
it's
is
like a fusion monster.
Yeah, and that is pretty much the same case for Freeman here, as we see how to play taking that Hathor first pick rather than the plethora of light dark units that how to play has, meaning Freeman capitalizes off that, taking Gianna Artemil away from how to play. How to play takes Viva Shell and Leona in response. Now, Freeman, he decides to go with Vanessa and Fran here, the more meta picks that we are used to seeing. Now, how to play, how is he going to deal with this immunity? Given that he has Hathor in there, is he going to want to just ban out the Fran or bring in some more strippers? We're about to see very soon as Freeman decides, and he does lock that in.
Yeah, I think you can't even play a whole lot of different strategies unless you find a way to deal with that immunity. Mass immunity is just so popular these days.
Alright, so we are seeing that AoE stripper that we were looking for, and Ganymede coming in, meaning this Hathor Viva Shield combo is going to be very strong. And Freeman responds with the mother lord of countering CC, so to say, Akrama herself, who just literally cannot get CC'd.
I mean, that's, if I had to pick a useful talent to have in Summoner's War, being immune to CC probably way up there on the list, right? And I don't think anybody's surprised about that. So very, very strong picks on both sides. Let's get into game number 1 of Freeman versus How to Play.
Alright, but I must say though, it seems like if How to Play gets the sleep like that and lands the reset here, which of course Ganny's going to because it's irresistible, things are actually looking really good for How to Play because you're about to watch potentially this Viva Show going for the skill 3 on the Fran. She's going to be left at 1 HP. And now, there's Leona. She's going to kick in with her punch.
All right. I don't think there's a whole lot of hope there. Obviously, the revive comes through, but it's not looking good. What a way to start things off. Basically, the best possible opening for How to Play.
Yeah, absolutely. The Vanessa passive is already down. Fran has been reset. Right now, Ganny Hathor are about to move and do their things, meaning ideally they lock down everything except for the Akrama here because she is immune. Now we're about to see the sleep land.
All right.
It's very crucial that he landed on the Fran and
oh
Arda.
My god, that's so crazy. I mean, you're getting basically every single proc you're looking for.
Yeah, that was really, really good for How to Play. Now, How to Play is going to be able to capitalize off of that. Taking the Fran down, she is permanently gone from the game. And now what you're looking at here is infinite control from the Ganny Hathor, as well as sustained damage coming out of Viva Shield. And then you even have Leona in there.
That's right. So even if by some miracle Freeman's able to come back and maybe make it a 2-on-3, say, like Leona just takes over at that point. How do you deal with the monster of monsters?
Well, this guy, Freeman, does have a vampire Akrama, meaning that she is able to sustain, but how are you going to sustain when the Viva Shell just brings your HP down like that?
Yeah, Viva Shell's got other plans for Akrama. It's like sometimes the best CC is just death. So that's one way to deal with it.
Yeah, and we're seeing there the interesting interaction with Akrama there. Despite being on Vampire runes, for some reason she cannot heal off of her second skill, making this Vampire set not as effective as it potentially could be, as we see another sleep coming out, and this Akrama is about to go down.
That's right. She's like, how come the rest of my team's sleeping on the job? I need some help there. No help coming because, of course, the entire rest of the lineup's asleep, so in the end, now 2-on-4, How to Play is crushing this.
Yeah, How to Play really showing why they decided to pick the Hathor first pick, right?
Yeah.
Instead of securing, let's say, Gianna or Artemil, two very prominent units in the game. That is just how good Hathor is. Just Artemil has not gotten the turn. What makes Arda strong? This one is really important. It really caught my attention. How to Play banning that Wind Druid is very, very odd because we do know how many strong units that Freeman has. How to Play banning that means that either Freeman has been playing with that monster a lot, or How to Play plans to go with some type of team comp designed to nuke things down. We could be seeing a Molong Daphnis, those type of units here. Now that the Leona was picked early here, Howtoplay definitely should be picking units to counter it. And 2 units were picked that doesn't do anything to Leona, meaning we might be seeing a Leona ban, and we are seeing the Freeman combo here. Oh, just so good. Every single monster in there is a monster that people usually want to ban. And now Howtoplay with the Teal line coming in, gonna be able to counter all the attack bars. So Freeman says no thank you to that. I honestly don't know how this Leona is gonna be killed.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, not only is Leona super strong, we also have, I mean, a lot of monsters like Ragdoll. This is a who's who of everyone watching would like to pull.
Yeah, I mean, this this is just so gross because now Hathor is going to be able to do her sleep, right? And this is what I was talking about last game. Sure, you have the Akrama in there, but if you don't have other units that can also deal with CC, it doesn't matter. But this time, Freeman does have Ragdoll in there, meaning these units are going to be waking up out of CC really fast. And this Leona, she might actually be able to go down, comboed with the Viva Shell here. The pattern right now, okay, he did not go for the skill 2 there to secure the kill. I guess Howtoplay wants to kill it later, which is completely fine as long as Howtoplay is able to get that. Here comes Delayed Promise, reducing the attack bar of Artemiel as well as everything else. And surprisingly enough, he is leaving that Leona up. I feel like that was such a big misplay out of Howtoplay there. He should have saved the Patter second skill, right? To go for the Leona while there was no shield. And now because Viva Shell went for it, Leona survived.
Right, so not only is Leona still alive, still a huge threat, now there's the opportunity for Freeman to say, okay, well, let's see what I can do in spite of that. Now, I don't know exactly what to expect here as the counterplay because obviously the Leona still being alive, to me that's a huge deal. Howtoplay thinks otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, that was clearly a miscalculation coming out of Howtoplay. The Viva Shell did miss a crit. Maybe it is a crit damage Viva Shell, which is why Howtoplay assumed it would be enough to kill. Whatever case, it does not matter because the shield came off. And now one more hit, and this Leona is still going to go down. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the greed coming out. Okay, this is straight up greed now, Howtoplay. You need to wake up and, you know, your name is Howtoplay. And you're teaching these guys how to play bad right now. So you need to stop greeding against this Leona.
That's true. So on the one hand, that is a little greedy. On the other hand, it's hard to critique players that are just the best at the game. But hey, even the pressure sets in, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking to really seen it targeted at all.
Yeah, I mean, this Ganny Hathor combo really putting in so much work for Howtoplay here, as Howtoplay effectively shuts down Ragdoll, Leona, and just all